Hello everyone. We will discuss the important term called population inversion and what is need of population inversion and how to achieve that. What is meaning population? Population means a state has more populated or less populated. Population means the number of electrons in the particular state. So how to that understand that population inversion? Now understand there are two processes. Now topic is need of population inversion in laser. This is topic. Now in this topic, there are two process. Processes. One is called absorption. Other one is called emission, spontaneous emission. Now in this process, which predominate to other, there are two processes. One is called spontaneous emission, other is called that absorption. Which predominate to other, number of atoms are there. Suppose this is two level system. Suppose here is more and more the electrons are there. It means it can absorb to higher state. This is dominated. You can understand this way, N1 to N1, N2. So if N1 greater than N2, then absorption predominate over spontaneous emission. If N2 is greater than N1, then reverse process is there. Actually, we want more and more atoms in the higher state, so that how the transition takes place. So now this is ground state. This is still very much in the normal state atom, but we don't require this state. We require that more and more atoms in the higher state, so that automatically it can transfer energy to the lower state. Okay, because lifetime is very small, 10 to the minus 8 second, it spontaneous come down. So how to achieve that? Now we can understand by a very famous scientist, Maxwell. That Maxwell given the equation. Suppose this is the two level system, level 1, level 2. Energy of this level is E1, energy of this level is E2. Okay. Now the formula is that E equal to E naught e to power minus, you can say under n equal to n naught and E1 upon kBT. Okay. Now here understand that N naught is called the number of atom in the ground state, and N1 you can say, suppose we are writing for this state, for one state. For first state we can write this equation. For state second we can write N2 equal to N naught e to power minus E2 upon kBT. This is for state 2. Okay. Now understand here the terminology. E1 and E2 are the energies in the ground state and excited state, and Kb is called Boltzmann constant. Famous scientists have certain constant value 1.38 10 to the minus 23 joule per second. So and T is called temperature. So these are terminology, that meaning should be clear. Kb is constant. Kb is Boltzmann constant, and T is temperature. Okay. Now suppose we solve this equation. Let us divide N2 or upon N1. What will happen? Let us see. So this will be mathematically, this will cancel out. E2 power, N2 means E2, and this become minus E1 and whole upon kBT. This is the value when you divide. So here understand that this is equation 1, you can say, this is equation 2, this is equation 3rd. Now see what is N2. N2 is equal to N1 and e to power minus E2 minus E1 upon kBt. This is relation. Now in this relation, understand ki how that energy play important role. You know, energy always E2, I mean E2 is greater than E1. In this, because it is higher level state, this is lower state. So E2 greater than E1. If then how that I mean N2 and N1 connected. Now understand this. This is the negative terms. That's why it comes out around N2 is less than N1. Okay. This is the normal case. I mean normal case, normal material case, where N1 is always greater than N2. So how to, this is not a condition. It means we need reverse. What is our need? Our need is N2 greater than N1. This should be. So how to achieve this? How to achieve that? How to get the condition N2 greater than N1? Because this is very much required. So sometimes we call in laser population inversion is the base, and it should be achieved, otherwise laser will not work. So in this case we use a device called optical pump, and that device is not optical pumping. So that pumping is used to push the atom from ground to higher level, so that maximum atom reach at higher level, then transition takes place. So I can tell you by diagram, that is called pumping. Pump, we use pump or pumping device. Okay, through that we can achieve the population inversion. I mean we need more and more atom in the higher level. Now one can understand this diagram wise. Suppose we draw a diagram like this is my diagram. Understand very carefully. Now in this case, in the x-axis we can take the number of atoms, and this is you can take, I mean N or E y-axis. So there are different bands are there. I mean this is first ground state, that it has energy, that has N1 number of atoms, and this is the another band, this has N2, and third one is the N3, three-level system. So you can see the number of the electron atoms in ground state is more as compared to higher state. Okay, this is the normal population. This is called normal population. And how to achieve that? Because in this case you will observe that N1 greater than N2 greater than N3. Okay, now we need reverse. I mean same diagram we can draw this way. I mean this is your N, this side axis, and this is E and along y-axis. Now we can say in this way, and the third one is here. Now this is again N1, N2 or N3. Now it is reverse. I mean N3 is greater than N2 greater than N1. Now this is the populated, I mean inverted population. Okay, this is required in the laser light. You can see the transitions from the, I mean more number of atoms in the higher state. So this way, and this is the in this way. So we need more and more atom in the higher state, so that transition takes place. How that laser works on this principle. So what we have learned in laser light, population inversion play important role. It should be more populated, otherwise transition will not take place. Because at higher level, when reach the atoms, they start spontaneous emission. They come down to the ground state or in the middle state. Whenever transition takes place, I mean whenever transition from lower to higher, a higher to lower, one photon emitted, because there is famous relation E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu. So when two level is not sufficient for laser, it always 3-level and 4-level system. So nowadays 3-level laser, 4-level systems are very popular. So I hope ki you understand that what is the role of the laser, what is the role of the population inversion in the laser, because which is base of any laser.